Hey everyone, Alice here with the weekly sneak peek reading. So let's just talk about this week for a little bit. It is a full moon week on Tuesday morning, night. So technically, it's kind of Monday night, Monday into Tuesday night. That's the full moon. Full moon in Sagittarius. Full moons in Sagittarius, it's like the sort of peak time. Full moons are about completion, completion of cycles, ending things, finishing things, accomplishing things. With Sagittarius, the moon in Sagittarius, this can make people feel more adventurous, feel more spontaneous, make you feel like you want to try things out, feeling like you want to experiment with things here. Just be careful that you might feel like you want to do it a little excess, especially, if you're hanging out with friends. It can make you feel like you want to be more social and make you feel possibly like, I can have another drink or two or three. So just be a little cautious about drinking too much. There is energy for that, definitely, especially, summertime, and a lot of places in North America, Northern Hemisphere, getting into sort of that summer groove here. All right, so what's happening this week energetically? And when I say energetically, this is what is, where the planets are sort of aligning and the energy that's around us. So it's not really like, it's not a horoscope. I forgot what they're called. It's not like a horoscope. I like to think of it more as sort of like an astrological forecast, like how the weather man or woman, whatever person tells you what the weather is going to be like based on, where they see the winds are blowing and, the currents, the air currents, and the warm and the cold and all that, so they can kind of sort of predict what the weather may be like. That's what I feel like this is. It's kind of like, what are the energies that may be around you and how that might affect not just you, but the people around you as well. Now, I'm not an astrologist at all. I just kind of go off from sources that I trust and what I think is like relevant, especially to the readings that I'm doing and the energy that I'm pulling here. And this week is fucking relevant. This week is like, there's so much like, I think it has a lot to do with the moon starting off in Sagittarius here. It's like, and with the full moon, there's a lot of social activity here. So apparently, and I say apparently because I'm not an astrologer, so I'm just like relaying information to you. So Monday, the start of this week, is kind of going to be bringing in this energy of socializing that's going to last pretty much most of the summer, to be honest. So if this summer, for some reason, even if you're not the most social person, if you just kind of are feeling like, I want to be more social this summer, it's not just you, it's in the energy. I feel like a lot of people this summer are going to want to just be more social. I mean, you can say logically, yeah, because for the past few years and the past few summers, a lot of people haven't been able to travel. There's a lot of traveling going on as well. And I've noticed that, just in general. I live in Canada, in Toronto, and Pearson International Airport is like now being infamous for having a lot of delays because the demand is high for people to travel. Yes, that's happening because of circumstances, but it's also in the energy. So I'm like, I can't really deny that because I don't really believe in coincidences. So things like that are happening. It's like, oh yeah, that makes total sense to me, not just in a logical way, but in an energetic way as well. People want to get out there, they want to socialize, they want to travel, they want to broaden their horizons. So I feel like the energy is here that's going to last for like several weeks. So if you just feel you want to get out more, you want to like see people more, just talking and hanging out with your existing friends and family and just wanting to like have more friends, like expanding your social circle, that's that's in the energy, and it's starting on Monday. So don't kind of be surprised if that's going on here. Tuesday, like I said, that's where the full moon is. Just be careful. There is energy there that you may overindulge a little bit into Tuesday here. So just be kind of cautious of that. There is energy here that you may want to. You may feel a little hungover in more ways than one, even just energetically. So you might want to slow down a bit on Tuesday. Take things a little easy. Don't push yourself too hard, like at work or anything like that on Tuesday. Wednesday, there can be some weird, like passive aggressive energy, especially when it has to do with things like at work or like people that you're working with, working on something, whether it's a project or you're just doing something together. It's mostly because like I say work because a lot of the energy here is because everybody wants to get out and do something fun, right? It's nice out. If it's nice out, but there's just sort of this antsy energy of like, I don't want to be doing work. I want to be going out and having fun, and that can just make people kind of snappy at each other. It's like, I don't want to do this. Like, I'd rather do something else than this. It's because of that energy that's starting on Monday of wanting to socialize. And when you're trapped inside or trapped doing work and you're like, I wish I was doing something else other than this. I want to have fun. And it just creates a little grumpiness here, a little bit of a grumpy atmosphere. So that's about midweek, the energy there. Let's see what's going on. Thursday kind of smooths things over a bit more, so there's less of that grumpy energy here. And if anybody's feelings got hurt from the day before, that's going to kind of be smoothed over a bit. You're probably just going to forget about it. If somebody snapped at you or said something, or you snapped at them, bygones will be bygones by then. And then Friday, near the end of the week, it's picking up again. The energy is going to pick up again, to the point that, you or people around you might feel a little bit overwhelmed about how fast the energy is coming in here, because it's almost like blink and you'll miss it kind of thing. This sort of, feel good type of energy, very positive energy. It's just kind of gonna like blast in on Friday for some reason. Well, I mean, not for some reason, it's there, but like, yeah. So leading into Saturday, there's a bit of a hiccup. Possibly a little more passive aggressive, but more on a social level here, of people trying to be controlling. Perhaps people are trying to control what we or you do on Saturday, and maybe there can be some butting of heads there. Maybe people are getting a little butthurt about that. Possibly being a little like suspicious that there are other motives involved, like, oh, so you want to go here because like you want this or something. I don't know. It's like some weird ego shit happening here. That's kind of like the only sort of like bump here this week here, Saturday. Sunday is a lot better. In fact, the energy on Sunday with Neptune and Venus, they're sextiling. I mean, yes, but this can create a very like romantic atmosphere. So if you want to like have a date night, Sunday would probably be a nice night. Lots of that energy around there. It's a good day to focus on romantic things. Also on Saturday, I want to point out there is a small window of opportunity here. For me in the Eastern time zone, it's like right in the morning. It's like between like 7 and 11. It's like really short, but it's a good opportunity if you want to reach out to somebody or people and like have, like a good conversation with those people, or like build up your relationship with somebody in a positive way. that, those few hours Saturday morning, the energy is there, to kind of back you up in a sense. So yeah, all in all, I feel like this week and moving on to the next few weeks, that energy of being social, of wanting to be more social, of wanting to talk to people, be around people, is there. Even if you're, like I said, even if you're not somebody who normally is very social, it's just that energy is there. So here, I can't wait. What is it exactly? Here, I'll tell you. Oh yeah, it's because Mercury is in Gemini. Mercury is in Gemini, and that's what's making that energy there. And especially for this week with the Sagittarius moon, that's where all this being adventurous and socializing is coming from, mostly. From my understanding, like I said, not an astrologer, but that's just the energy here, and that's kind of what is driving me, at least for these readings. So we'll get into the readings now. So we're going to go through Aries through Pisces. We're just going to take a sneak peek here, slightly different of what's going on here. I did try it out. The reading makes sense. It's just a little all over the place, but we will make do. Disclaimers. Technically, this reading is timeless. Whenever you find it is when you're meant to find it. There may be a message in here for you, although I do think out of all the readings, aside from like the moon readings, which I will be doing a full moon in Sagittarius reading probably tomorrow, that there, those readings, the moon readings and the weekly readings, I feel are more tied to the time. But whenever you find it, it doesn't matter. There can be a message for you if that's when you found it. But I do think that they are a little bit more time based than the other readings, just because of the energy with the planets and everything, the aspects. I guess they're not really planets. They're not all planets. The moon isn't a planet, but the aspects. Yeah, so there's that. Also keep in mind, these are general readings. They're not personal readings, so not everything is going to resonate and apply to your situation here. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and don't try to force it. I'm so distracted right now because I hear people walking around and talking like outside. It's just super distracting. I'm not even gonna lie. I may pause and wait. This is why I do things late at night when things aren't distracting, but lately I've been doing them during the day, and I'm gonna tell you, my readings that I do during the day are fucking weird because I get distracted halfway through. I don't think I have, I'm not diagnosed with any sort of ADHD, but when I'm doing energy, it's just, I need to focus on what I'm doing because I don't have a filter on my mouth. Whatever comes into my brain, I say, because I try not to stop myself because there could be something there that I need to get out. So when there are distractions around me, I tend to speak about the distractions, and it just, it sidetracks everything. The entire reading, everything gets sidetracked, and yeah. This is why at night, I don't have any distractions to do that. I don't think it's an ADHD thing. It's just I don't have a filter. Normally, I would just not mention it. Okay, distractions are gone. I'm sorry. All right, what was I saying? These aren't personal readings. These are general readings. So whatever is clicking for you, whatever makes sense, take that. If it isn't making sense, then it's not for you. It may not be your story. It can be future influence. You'll know. Use your instincts. Use your intuition. Here, I'm going through Aries through Pisces. So you can check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs. There's maybe if you have a dominant sign, or you just feel drawn to a sign, or you're cross-watching, which I will warn you, I take the side of the sign, so I apologize if you are offended, if you are the person and I say something about you. Apologies. Yeah, I think that's it. If you enjoy these readings or you find them interesting, I do appreciate it if you could like and or subscribe. That does help me do more here with the channel. You'll be notified when I post new readings up, which I try to do frequently. Like I said, I will be posting a full moon in Sagittarius reading probably tomorrow, before the full moon, hopefully. Yeah, so, and I do the weekly and the weekend readings. I try to, at least. Yeah, so greatly appreciated. Let's get into the readings. Hey Virgo, let's see what's going on for you this week, this full moon week. So we're gonna get I'll explain as I go, but we're gonna get the sort of main energy here for you this week, the main situation, possible obstacle, challenge. I mean, it doesn't always have to be bad, but sort of the main thing, the main situation for you. Oh, I was gonna say it doesn't always have to be bad. We'll get the surprise cards, which I'll talk about later. It's not bad. It's just not super pleasant. Toil and labor. This is an energy of basically doing something that is just kind of annoying. Like, it's like grinding, you know, working at something that you don't really find a lot of joy or pleasure from. You know, it's the daily grind. You know, you're just something you gotta do. You have to do it because you have to do it. It's not that you enjoy doing it. It's, you know, if you don't do it, then nobody's gonna do it. It's that type of energy here. We'll get some more to see what this is about. So let's get your incoming energy for this week. What type of energetic mood or feelings are coming in for you this week related to this toil and labor situation here? Passion, strength, passion and strength. I mean, I do feel the strength. This is something, this might have to do with some manual labor. I'm getting like physical strength from that. I'm not really getting like inner strength. I'm getting physical strength. That this toil and labor, you may be having to do things like housework or like yard work or just manual labor in general. Passion though. Generally, toil and labor isn't something that you enjoy doing, but passion can be, I don't know, like there's just this energy that it's not the work that you're doing that feels passionate, but it almost feels like if I get through this, then I can do what I want to do. You know, I can do what I desire, what I actually desire to do here. Like it's almost like a necessary sort of, how would I put this, like something that you have to do in order to get to what you really want to do. You know, it's like, okay, I got to get through this crap here so that I can get to what I really want, what I really desire. You know what I mean? What you're really interested in, what really kind of makes you excited and gets you going. It's not this. It's not what this is, but it's like you have to do this. You have to get through it in order to get to that part. So it's like, you know, what's the word? It's like a criteria. Like it's something like you got to get through this in order to get through that. Again, strength just feels like there is physical strength here involved. I mean, it can be like mental or inner strength, but I'm getting mostly physical strength from this. Whatever this toil and labor is, this is something that you have to work physically at doing physical work. Okay, let's see the external energy around you. The external energy around you that's coming towards you. This can be a person, how a person, somebody's energy towards you, related to all of this. Okay. Okay, scrub. Same day, different shit. Can't sleep. Playing stupid. Overall, the energy of this person that's coming towards you is somebody who acts like they don't really know what's going on. They know what's going on, but they act like they don't know what's going on. So this energy here, this scrub energy, this is somebody who I feel like they're procrastinating here, but they know that they're procrastinating. They know that they're being kind of lazy here. And this is something that's been happening a lot. You know, it's just the same shit. They just keep doing this. You're probably very aware that this person is acting this way. This person might also act like they can't sleep, that they're not getting enough sleep. They might act like they're very anxious about something here. But they, you know, they're just pretending. There's a lot of pretending energy here. They're pretending that they can't do anything. They're pretending that they're procrastinating. They're pretending that, you know, I can't do anything about this, that I can't sleep. Maybe. I don't know. This feels less like pretending. This feels like this person probably actually does have trouble sleeping. This definitely, I feel like this person could be motivated, but they're not motivated because they're pretending. You know, they're pretending that they don't know what's going on here. And this is just the same shit. They're just doing the same shit. I mean, that's what toil and labor is. Same shit. You're just grinding, doing the same shit over and over again. So this is external energy that's coming in towards you. Okay, let's see sort of how you and this person, what's this connection like? The energy in this connection between you and this person, and the current energy. I almost feel like it's like you're doing this so you can get to your passion, because maybe like this almost feels like a coworker, somebody that you're working with who doesn't pull their weight, and they know that they don't pull their weight, but they kind of pretend like I don't know what I'm doing and all that, and it's just the same shit. And it's almost like you're just trying to get through all of this shit so you can like get to what you really want to do. What you really want to do is probably, you know, not be around this energy. Okay, enough shuffling. Thank you. I don't know what that is. That wasn't. Okay, it's in reverse. 6 of Wands. In reverse, the Emperor. The Empress. Oh. And the Hanged Panda in reverse. King of Cups in reverse. Oh, you guys might be a divine couple here. Wow, okay, so if this person isn't, if you guys are a divine couple here, while something isn't working out here, there's a bit of, you should be paying attention to me. No, you should be paying attention to me. Why aren't you paying attention to me? Why aren't you paying attention to me? There's a bit of a battle of ego here. Here's an example. Given that the hanged panda here, I feel like you guys are stuck, possibly stuck in a loop here of some sort. What an example of what could be happening here, if you're not in communication with this person, it's almost like, so if you're not talking to them, you might be wondering, well, why aren't you talking to me? You should be talking to me. But they're thinking the same thing. They're like, well, why isn't Virgo talking to me? They should be talking to me. And so it's almost like being at a standstill, but it's a loop. And it's a battle of egos. It's like, well, I'm not going to speak first. And they're like, well, I'm not going to speak first. So what do you do now? You're stuck. You're stuck, right? That's why I feel like this person probably can't sleep. I believe that they can't sleep. Same shit, different day. This is the same shit that keeps replaying. You know, it's a battle of ego. It's like, well, I'm not going to do that. Well, I'm not going to do that. Well, I guess we're both not going to do anything then. Again, I don't feel like this person is actually lazy. I feel like they're just pretending to be that way. And it has a lot to do with ego here. It's almost like, I feel like this person's probably very motivated. They probably would do something if their ego wasn't getting in the way here. They'd probably do a lot of things here if their ego wasn't getting in the way here. But they're, like I said, they're pretending. They're playing stupid here. You can kind of see it. They're playing stupid here. They're pretending like they don't know what's going on. But I feel this person knows there's an ego thing going on here. Whoever's the divine masculine is the one that's more on this ego side. And the divine feminine is showing more strength here than the divine masculine in this connection. So you can figure out which one you are here. I am feeling that I don't know what this toil and labor, like it can be actual labor. Like I said, there's strength here. It can be inner strength, but it feels like a lot of physical strength. Like, you know, like needing physical strength here for some reason. But there's passion. Passion as well. There is a desire here to get through whatever slog this is. It's like, gotta get through the grind so I can do what I actually want to do, what I'm actually interested in do, what I actually desire to do. And you're just trying to, like, you know, you're just holding on to your strength. You're like, I have the strength to do this. I can get through this. I can get through this. But this person is also in that same way. You guys are so stubborn. I get a lot of stubborn energy here, especially with this. So much stubborn energy. Now the King of Cups in reverse, this is acting childish. I mean, here we go. Here's the Page of Cups in reverse. The Page of Cups is here, and there's the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of childish energy here of being like acting like a child here. It's like when you're like, well, I'm not going to do this because Virgo hasn't done this. And then you're like, well, I'm not going to do this because they haven't done this. And it's like, somebody has to do something here. I mean, you're the one watching the reading, so I don't know. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this. What's the advice and or guidance here for you, Virgo? I don't feel like that wanted to. Okay, that's the one. 2 of Wands, 5 of Cups, Judgment. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Emperor. Ooh. Okay. I'm just going to move these. Here's that damn Six of Wands. Six of Wands again. Six of Wands. Six of Wands. In reverse. Now, the advice here, the main sort of advice or guidance here from Spirit, it is about the Six of Wands energy. It is about this ego, this clash of ego that you and this person seem to be having here. The advice here is to do what you feel drawn to do. So Judgment is about having an awakening, you know. See how she's kind of having this like sort of epiphany moment, like this is what I'm meant to be doing. This is my purpose here. It's not quite like that, but within this connection here, it is a little like, so, you know, what do you feel like you should do here in this connection? Spirit wants you to ask yourself that question. What is it that you feel drawn to do? What is your intuition telling you about this connection here? Because I'm telling you, this connection is quite important. There's a divine couple here. There's the Emperor. There's the Empress. Divine masculine, divine feminine. You fit together. Divine masculine kind of completes the divine feminine, and vice versa. The best way that I've heard it described is the divine masculine protects the divine feminine, and the divine feminine supports the divine masculine. You know, they work in tangent here. You know, they work together. And, you know, if that is resonating with you, you know, Spirit wants you to kind of think about that. Think about this connection and what is it that you feel that you should do next? Because Judgment is about second chances. Judgment is about, you know, well, judgment, but like realizing what it is that you need to do next here. You will get some opportunities here if you choose a path. Choosing a path, figuring out which way you want to go. Do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? And this, I'm feeling, is attached to this Six of Wands. Like, do you want to continue this clash of egos, or do you want to take the path and be the bigger person here? Because if you be the bigger person here, then you're going to get more opportunities in this situation here. What you should be embracing here is there's regret here. I do feel that there probably, especially if you are the Emperor, the divine masculine here, that you may be feeling some regret here. Regret for the things that have been going on over and over and over again. Toil and labor is doing something over and over and over again that you don't really want to do. You know, if, let's say, you aren't talking to this person, then that can be, you know, something you're doing over and over again, day in, day out, not talking to this person, you know, but it's like wanting to talk to this person. There's passion here, wanting to talk to this person, but you're not talking to them, and it's a grind, you know, and it's just going through every day not talking to them, you know, and then regretting. It's like, why did I do that, you know? And then, you know, at each day, it's like each day that goes by, you know, more time passes before you know it. You know, I don't know how much time can pass. A week has passed, a month has passed, a year has passed, and you know, that can start to weigh on you and feel like, you know, there's regret here, there's sadness here. Well, Spirit wants you to embrace this. Don't ignore it. Don't ignore, you know, the sadness here of this ego clash here. Don't ignore the sadness of wanting something that you're having difficulties getting. You know, it's normal to feel that way. So you have to kind of go through those feelings. At least Spirit is saying it's better to go through them than to like push them down and ignore them. Now, what's going to hold you back is this Emperor energy, ego. But also, this is, the Emperor is somebody who strategizes, you know, somebody who takes control, somebody who is a leader, somebody who knows what's going on. I feel a lot of this has to do, again, with ego. And since the advice here, the main advice here is judgment. This is about listening to your intuition, listening to the universe. What is it that you're feeling called to do here in this situation? Rather than, you know, what's going to hold you back is thinking too much about it, thinking what you should be doing in a sort of logical and controlled way here. That's what's going to hold you back here. What you want to avoid here is, indulging too much here, in material things, indulging too much in feeling entitled to something here. If you feel entitled to this because, well, I went through all this shit, this toil and labor, and whatever physical strength or whatever that you went through, like if you get caught in that and feeling entitled, that also is going to hold you back. You want to avoid that. You want to avoid feeling like, I deserve this because I worked for this, therefore I should get this. I'm like, well, no, that's not going to move anything forward here with the Hangman here. That's going to keep you stuck here, and you're not going to get this divine feminine with that way. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. It's not exactly vinegar, but it is this entitled energy. All right. So that's the advice. So let's see what the surprise cards are. This is something unexpected that may happen here. It doesn't have to be related to this. It might not be, but it's just something unexpected. Okay, we have despair, expectation, and message. I'm saying because these two cards have come out quite a lot. These two energies, despair and expectation, have come out quite a lot. So there's something here that you've been waiting for. Waiting. Something that you have been hoping for, but couldn't really do anything about. It's like you're hoping that something will happen, but you're like, I'm just going to wait. If it happens, then it happens, waiting for divine timing here. It does seem that there's disappointment behind this waiting. You might get to a point where you're starting to feel hopeless about this, that it's never going to happen. But a message is going to come through. You are going to receive a message here related to what you're waiting for. I don't know, like if you're waiting for a message, maybe that might come through, but it feels more like the message that if it is an actual message that you're getting, I don't feel like this message is going to be something that is going to make you happy. You might be disappointed by the message that you get here. So if you've been waiting for a while, I would say don't get your expectations too high, because it seems like the message that you will get may not be as promising or as positive as you would have liked it to be. But it is a message nonetheless, and it is something that you're not going to expect. So it's like you're waiting, but if you do get... you may get a message here, but it can be disappointing. It can be sad. Yeah. I don't really feel like it's really positive, and I'm sorry to say that. But it can be positive in that you have been waiting for this. It's just going to be kind of disappointing. So it's like you can look on the bright side and be like, well, you got some sort of message here, whether it's from somebody or from like an entity or from the universe, like a sign or something. But it's going to be kind of disappointing. It's not going to be exactly what you were expecting. But you can look on the bright side and be like, well, at least you got a message. That's a starting off point there. All right, Virgo, that's your reading. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Good luck with this. Take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye.